All right, you guys. Without further ado, honey, yes, it's your girl Mahogany Roots and MJ back at you again with another video. I wasn't going to do it, then I said I was going to do it, then I wasn't going to do it, and now I'm here on live stream. It's been a while. It's going on 2 weeks now, right? Since I've actually been on live. Um, I've been trying to chill and relax out of town, so that's what I've been doing. And then when I got back into town, I had a lot of work to do and I'm still working. So, but in between time, I like to pop in here and there and do a live stream and talk to you guys about what's going on YouTube. Um, oh Lord, child, I don't even know where to begin, but we gonna begin. So hold on, let me get my notebook and pad. Hey AP, hey PTB, how you doing, sweetheart? It's good to see you. This is going to be a very short live, sweetheart. Very short and sweet and to the point. But let me get my pen and paper. Let me give you guys some updates on what's been going on with Miss Mahogany, honey. So I took a break, a much needed one. And I really, honestly, I've been sitting back wondering, debating whether I should even come back on live at all. I haven't been feeling it, y'all. I appreciate y'all, all of you guys that come through and show me support, whether you're on my live stream or not, or whether you come through after the video and comment. It's just been a lot going on. And I've got a lot going on in my personal life also. I'm in the middle of switching jobs. I'm in the middle of potentially moving. A lot of stuff going on in my personal life right now. So YouTube had to take like a second, third, fourth seat. But I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th of July. Okay, so lots of topics to deal with. I want to talk about the hard things that I really don't like to talk about. I'm going to talk about tonight, just because I don't want it to be said that that I don't talk on hard topics, or that I avoid hard topics, or I just like to put my opinions out there. So I can say, hey, refer to this video. This is how I feel about said subject, okay? So on the list tonight, we're going to talk about the McDonald's thing, right? The McDonald's video that went viral, or baby mama video, I don't know what to call it, that went viral. We're going to talk about Roe versus Wade. We're going to talk about... What else did I want to talk about? I also want to talk. I've talked about submission ad nauseum. I really have. I'm tired of talking about submission, and I do not understand why this topic is so like fire. I don't get it. I don't understand the big deal about it. I think a lot of things have been spread in this section, and like people just go with it. It doesn't have to be true. So I'm going to talk about submission and this idea that somehow Black women are not submissive. I don't believe that for not a split second. I know too many Black women that are very submissive, including myself. But like I said, I think there's this false idea of what submission is. So let's deal with the McDonald's situation. I'm gonna just deal with it now. So I think everybody and their mama has seen. Hey, Auntie, long time no see. It's good to see you. Child, I just hopped up here on a whim. But this is how I like it, honey. I like it quiet. So the McDonald's video. Okay, so in that video, if you have not seen it, for people who might not, I might share this to Facebook, and maybe you guys haven't seen it on YouTube. But there was a video that went viral. I've been hearing all types of things about it being a skit, or I don't know if it's a skit or not. I'm just going to put my opinion on it, okay? But basically, it was a man who appeared to have brought his quote-unquote baby mama, their child. She had children, but he only brought the one child, the child that they had together, a meal from McDonald's. Now, to me, this is not hard. This is not rocket science to me. This is very, very easy. I don't even understand what the problem is. And I'm going to show you how easy it is. I'm going to explain this in less than 2 minutes. This is simply put, when you're with somebody that has kids, um, you kind of have a responsibility. Otherwise, to those children. Otherwise, why date somebody with kids? If you're not going to help them out with their kids, then why date somebody with multiple kids? Date somebody that doesn't have nothing but your kid if you don't want to help anybody else's child. It would be no different than if I'm dating, I'll say you, Auntie. Let's say that me and you are dating, okay? And you have 3 children. Me and you have 1 child together and you have 3 children. You come home from work and I've only fed our child, and the other 3 children are sitting at the living room table or whatever, starving. I've only cooked for our 1 child. You would tell me probably to get the hell out of your house. That wouldn't fly, right? Right? I mean, to me, it's common sense. Now, if the young man and the young lady are no longer together, it's still the same. And let me tell you why. Let me explain myself. Because when you come to pick up your child, right? When you come to pick up your child, you and your child should go off and do whatever y'all going to do. So if you want to take you and your child to McDonald's, that's you and your child's business, right? But what you shouldn't do is bring food for just 1 child and then all the other kids have to see that 1 child eat dinner. It's just impolite. It's just bad manners. It's just not cool. Right? I feel like for some reason people just can't put themselves in other people's shoes. So imagine if it was you. Imagine if it was you dating a guy, right? Or you're the one with the children and a woman comes over to your house and only cooks for just the 1 child. It's the same thing. I really don't think it's as complicated as people is making it. And if you're not with that woman anymore, like I said, you pick up your child and you and your child go do what you and your child is going to do. Go take your child out to eat then, but you don't bring food to a house full of children and only offer 1 child a meal. I think that's very bad manners. And I'm gonna be quite frank. I may not have reacted quite the way she would have reacted, but then again, I probably wouldn't have been with a man like that because I don't play those type of games. I don't like cheap men. First of all, he had to be hella cheap. I mean, McDonald's has a 99-cent menu, so you mean to tell me that it's too much for you to spend 99 cents, on 3 other kids? Like, are you serious? That type of a man wouldn't even get the time of day for me, if I'm going to be honest, y'all. So to me, that was very simply put, very common sense. There's really nothing to argue about or discuss. I can't remember whose video I initially saw, but when I saw it, I said, oh my God, this space here is going to eat this up. I said, this space is going to eat this topic up. Am I saying that, and this is the whole thing. I think a lot of these men feel that they're being asked to take care of somebody else. That's not what you're being asked to do. But this is the deal. If you're going to date a woman with multiple kids, you got to accept what that means, right? That means you accept her and her kids. I've heard people say, well, I don't have to accept your kids. Well, if you're not accepting her kids, then why are you dating her? Leave her alone. Let her find a man that will accept her kids. Because this is the thing, what I don't like to see is women being told that they have to be desperate. Because what people don't realize when they say things like that they're making a very dangerous space for children. Because when a woman is desperate, right, for just any old man, any old piece of man, any old kind of man, and she's just willing to do whatever just to have a man, a lot of times those kids fall victim. A lot of times those kids will be in horrible situations because the parent is so desperate just to have someone else there, someone else's help. So that's what we don't want to do. We don't want anybody to ever feel like they're in a desperate situation. Because when you're in a desperate situation, you do very desperate things, right? Okay, so let me say hi to y'all. Hey, Rod B. Thank you for the comment earlier. Hey, TCBHCU Queen. Girl, I can mess up your name. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, I hate to sound like a simp. He should have done that. I should. You don't sound like a simp. That don't sound simpish at all, because I would do the same thing. Like, I would not have done that. I've bought food for I mean, to me, it's just not even. Are you kidding me? It's 99 cents. Actually, I was more upset. I was wondering how old this kid was, because McDonald's is garbage. Like, if you eat McDonald's, like, your stomach is gonna be all effed up. I personally can't tolerate too much grease and too much processed food. So, if anything, I could see her being more upset about that. Like, why are you feeding my child this garbage? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just did not feel like it should have been as hard of a thing to me, because it's really not. Pick up your child, take them, you guys go out to eat. That's simple as that. You pick up your child, you have something for them in the car. That's fine. But you don't flaunt stuff like that in front of other children. It's no different than, say, Christmas Day, right? And, there are lots of parents going through this, where they might have different, the children might have different parents or whatever. And, this is the sad truth. We all know of situations where a single parent might have one parent that's more involved than the other, right? But they don't want the other child to feel left out. Does that mean that you can't do for your child? Of course, no, do for your child. But there's an appropriateness about things, right? And we don't ever want to hurt children. We don't ever want to emotionally scar children, right? Because we have an ego. That's not the way to go. There's always an appropriate way to handle things. So I'm going to get off of that. I've dealt with that, right? The second thing, child, I think I might skip over the Roe versus Wade right now. I think I'm going to jump straight into the submission. Oh, welcome. Welcome, you guys. Sheed is here. Hey, Sheed. Hey, Omar. Kid's stomach can't handle anything. Yeah, I bet. Yes, honey. Okay, I see y'all. Oh, Jesus. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what I just did. Damn. Hold on, y'all. I just totally made the screen too big. Hold on. I might cut off, but I'm going to come. How do I minimize the screen? Hold on, y'all. It might cut me off, but I'm going to come right back. All right, y'all. Shit. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if there's issues with the sound. I had to completely get out of it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to talk about is the submission. And this femininity thing, and this foolishness that I keep on hearing. Y'all let me know if I'm clear, okay? Because I'm just going to talk. I've spoken about this. I think to say, and no, I mean, it's a fact. When you say that a whole group, a whole race of women just cannot get right, because that's what it sounds like to me when you say Black women are not this, Black women are not that, right? When you say Black women are not feminine. That's a horrible thing to say. I would never say that. Just like I would never say Black men are not masculine. Black men are not this. Black men are not that. I would never say that. I would never fix my tongue to say those words. Because to me, it's very insulting. It's extremely insulting. Because now you're saying there's something innately wrong with us. And now you're talking about our color, our race. And so there's just something innately wrong. We just can't get femininity right. We can't get motherhood right. It's very insulting. Very insulting. I'm not even sure if people realize how insulting that is. But now we have, you know, I've been seeing a lot of newer people. They're not even in our space yet, but I search, and I've been seeing a lot of new women for the past year now pop up um, with femininity channels. And a lot of them are teaching women how to be feminine. And if they're not teaching women how to be feminine, they're talking about how horrible we are and that we need to change, Black women, that we need to change what we're doing because it's not working, and this is why we will never get a man. In the meantime, honey, they don't have a man nowhere. Honey, you couldn't find a man in the motherfucking with fucking a flashlight in their life, honey. There's no man to be seen, honey. But they're telling other women how to get a man and how to keep a man because they are so feminine. And we're not. But the fact is, you would think that these are women of other races. No, 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 no. These are Black women doing this to other Black women. So what am I telling you? The same thing I've been telling you since I've been on this platform. People do whatever on this platform. They say whatever. Whether they believe it or not. And it's really up to the viewer to really say, you know what, this, if the world comes to an end tomorrow, I just don't believe that it's going to be the Black woman's fault. Certain things just aren't logical. So tell me what makes us less feminine than any other group of women. Tell us. This is the facts with that whole argument. Whenever you take any woman, we're going to take race out of it. Whenever you put a woman in a situation where she has to do roles of multiple people, I don't care what race she is, she's going to adapt just like a man will adapt. I've talked about this before. She's going to adapt and do whatever she has to do to fill those roles. So now you have a multitude of Black women that are in head of household roles. You can't expect a woman to be submissive and be the head of a household. The two don't go together. This is not rocket science, y'all. Hey, Misha, long time no see. Good to see you, sweetheart. Although I haven't been on here very long. But y'all just listen to me. Let me just rap to you for a spell. If I'm the head of my household, meaning primarily I'm the breadwinner, or I'm doing the thing here. I'm paying most of the bills or whatever. I'm running the house. Do you really think that it doesn't make sense that I'm going to be able to, be at your beck and call when I'm in this position? And I think that a lot of people just aren't getting that. So you have women in that position. I've said for a very long time, it seems like just a Black woman can do no right. I have literally heard all within the same hour. Somebody will say, let me give you examples of what I'm talking about when I say we can do no right. Somebody will say, well, these women have too much education. I just want a woman that's gonna be good to me, rub my feet, cook me a good meal. And literally, not even 5 minutes later, another brother will say, well, I want my woman to be educated. I wanted somebody to help carry the bills, 50-50. So women are listening. They're very confused. There's nothing to be confused about, sweetheart. You cannot be submissive to every man. You're not meant to be. And then everybody isn't deserving of it. This whole thing is a process, but it's nothing that's difficult. It's nothing that's so hard that people can't understand. All you got to do is use your head. And it's nothing that you men can snap your fingers and demand either. It's a process. Just like getting to know somebody is a process. Right? Me, I'll use you. I always pick on the fellas, and I'm like, okay, so me and you, Misha, we're friends. We're working on a friendship. One day, we go out to lunch, and one day I offer to buy you lunch. The next day, we go out to lunch again. Um, Maybe the next day, you offer to pick up the tab. Now we're going out on a regular basis, and we're not even thinking about it. We're just treating each other here and there. I buy you a drink, you buy me a drink. We've built up that type of relationship. It's the same thing with the submissive type relationship. Fellas, if you think you're just going to get with a woman and just start demanding stuff, I'm sorry, honey, you're going to be very disappointed. You're gonna probably freak that woman out and run her away, scare her away, because that's just not how it works. You don't snap your fingers and get it like that. That's I'm sorry, that's not how it works. And these guys that are up here that acting like, they're beating their chest like that's the way it works, they're lying to you. And I'll say it again. Excuse my French, but where the bitches at? Where are they at, y'all? Where they at? I want to see the bitch. I want to see the women. I want to see what you working with since you got it like that. And these women out here teaching submission to everybody else. Come to find out, ain't man, like I said, there is not a man in sight, honey. It just kills me. Now, I was on, and I'm gonna give a shot. There's so many people in this space that I really do enjoy listening to. And like I said, don't even try and figure out why. I just don't. Because a lot of people that I love to listen to are complete opposite thinkers than me. That's one reason I like to listen to them. I like to challenge myself. I like to challenge my mind. I don't want to be a part of an echo chamber. Hey, shellye, it's good to see you. I saw you the other day. I was in the clouds, honey. I hope you had a happy 4th. But yeah, I like to challenge myself. I don't want people around me that's just going to agree with everything I say. And I want to actually think hard and deep about, because I want to see, maybe I've got, can I be maybe wrong about this? I want to challenge my thinking. But anyway, I was listening to Little Big Nate, and he is in love with this young lady, and I'm not going to share her channel, but you guys will soon hear about her. I'm sure she's going to shoot up. I looked at her channel. Her name is, I think, Little Miss Submissive, or Miss Submissive. She's a beautiful young chocolate girl with natural hair. She is a lot of these men's fantasy, honey, because she's saying everything that these men want to hear, honey. She's young, she's attractive, she's pretty, right? She's got the quote-unquote natural hair the way these men like it. I don't know what the fascination is, honey. Hair is hair. Long as, I don't get it, but whatever. And she's saying everything that these men want her to say. And so he's just eating it up. So I checked out her channel. She's like I said, I don't want to share the channel because I don't want anybody. I trust y'all. It's not y'all I'm worried about, but I don't want to send any traffic that's I'm sure she'll get the positive traffic. I'm sure she's going to get the support that she needs, especially from this space, with the way she's talking. But I wish that, I just want people to be real and be honest with themselves. When a woman can get up and say, I don't think women should do certain jobs because they're not smart enough, or, they're not apt enough, they're not as good as a man, and all this stuff, man, you might want to think about who you're listening to. There's an old saying that everything that glitter, honey, ain't gold. Everything that, meaning if it's too damn good to be true, it probably is. Because the first thing that pops into my mind, if you're this submissive and you're this perfect, right? You just live, you wake up every morning, honey, just to bake a muffin for a nigga. Why aren't you snatched up, honey? There should be men lined up around the corner and down the block, honey, to propose to you. She wakes up, honey, before the sun comes up to bake biscuits for a nigga, honey. This is a nigga's dream, honey. That she don't want nothing more than to massage a brother's crusted toes, honey. This is what she wants. This is what she's living for. So the next thing that comes to my mind is, sister, why aren't you married? Why aren't the men just knocking down the door? Yes. Hey, what's happening, y'all? I'm not gonna be. I'm just talking a little mess. But listen, fellas, don't be gullible. Like, her name is Miss Submissive. I've been checking the channel. She's only been around a month. She's got over 2,000 subscribers. I'm not surprised because she's giving the people what they want. A lot of people have figured out that if that's what they do, they're going to grow, and so they're going to do what it takes to grow. But what I would like for you, brothers and sisters, to do is to not just use your common sense, but like who you like, fine. But don't be so judgmental to everybody that doesn't fit into that cookie cutter thing of what you think submission is. Because I know I don't come off as submissive. I know I don't. I know I don't. But I know who I am. And I know what I do every day for my family. You see that? And I have friends that are the same way. But they have opinions. And they have a brain. And they have a mouth at the same time. And guess what? They might be in pants because maybe they just came from watching one of their kids at a football game. Let me tell you something. I have had to learn to do a lot of things on my own. I enjoy wearing dresses, but there are times when I'm lounging around here in my sweat clothes. I'm just comfortable. And I think I would like to think that my man appreciates that about me because he doesn't have to worry about me. Am I going to be okay? He already know. Look, if this one over here got a flat tire, we already know what she gonna do. On the side of the road, changing it my goddamn self. He ain't got to worry about me like that. Is everybody me? No, everybody's not me. But what I'm saying is, don't write women off as not being, because I feel like personally, y'all, I'm just conversating with y'all right now. I might not even leave this up. I'm just talking. But like, because I might cuss or because I might act a certain way, I've already tried to explain that to y'all. I have a very military background. I might actually have a little announcement about that soon. I might be going back in. I'm not sure. And if I do, this channel will change some more. It'll change some more. So we'll see. I'll give you guys an update. Might as well finish out the 20. You know what I'm saying? Might as well finish it out. But I mean, you would not think so, but I am very submissive. But I talk back. Hell yeah, I talk back. I say what's on my mind. I'm a real person. But I'll give you the shirt off my back if I had to. So, but like I said, I feel like people don't want to see that. They just want to see what they, in their mind, what they think is submissive or what is feminine. I think people close their eyes and they see Betty Crocker in a dress and heels, and it's just not realistic. You try walking in them heels, men, for 10 minutes and tell me how your ankles feel and think you're going to be doing that every day. And not only that has nothing to do with the qualities of a woman. Because let me tell you, I've met plenty, excuse my French, but I'm going to just tell you what it is. Plenty of whores that have dresses down to their ankles, honey. Oh yeah, I've came across plenty of those in the church. So we got to stop just looking at people and assuming, or because of their tone of voice, and assuming that this is what femininity, our submission should look like, because it does not always come in that package. I promise you that. All right, let me look at y'all. Oh, hey mulatto, how you doing? Vanguard. Oh, Army. They say that I'm. No, you're not crazy, Sheila. I like you. I always have. You know that. Well, they've called me crazy too, and all kinds of stuff, honey. I've been called gay just because I like women, and I've always said that I like women, but I like men too. But I guess I also don't have a problem giving women compliments, like a beautiful woman. I don't have a problem complimenting women. I don't have a self-esteem problem. And I also grew up around women. I've always been surrounded around women, so I have no problems, uh, uh, you know, I have no problems being, nice to women and giving them compliments. It doesn't bother me. I'm going to deal with one last subject. I'm almost cringing to deal with it. I hate talking about it. I saw something very interesting on the news, and then I'm going to let you guys get out of here. Right. Oh, Lord, the Roe versus Wade. Oh, child. The reason I don't, obviously, this is a very hot button issue, and I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I do try and avoid these type of issues because I just don't want to deal with it. But it is what it is. Um, I am. Oh, child. I feel like this should be a show of its own. I love people. I love life, and I love children. So of course, and then me at this age now is, I've always said this, I'm completely different, and my thinking was completely different than when I was younger. But I've seen a lot of things. I've been on both sides of the fence with that. Um I've seen situations of rape and incest in the military, and in another situation in my personal family, to where I know um, what would drive a woman or a young girl to be in a horrible situation like that. Um, that's one thing I was thinking that they would give, what do you call it, a an exemption for. But I believe the only exemption they made was endangerment of the mother's life, and I think endangerment of the child's life, which are also very important exemptions. But I do think they should consider rape and incest also. Maybe that's something that will come down the pike. A lot of people are pissed off. A lot of people are pissed off, um, and I understand it. I really do, because, like I said, I've seen it from both sides. But at the same time, this the stats are horrific, especially for us, for our community. It's so much of it going on. Um, Populations of Black children that never get to take their first breath, that never get to take a breath, and that saddens me also. Um, so that's about as far as I'm going to go with that subject. I really don't want to get too deep into that. There was one more thing that I saw. I was watching the news, and they were talking about the hopes of abortion going up now that the situation is there. I'm not so convinced that that will happen. Um, Not abortion, excuse me. Y'all forgive me, I'm tired. Adoption. Going up now that this has been overturned. I'm not sure that that's going to happen, because they make it so hard to adopt. There's plenty of people that want to be parents, that would love to be parents, but they make it very difficult to be a parent. It's very expensive. Um, I know about this on a personal level, and they do not make it easy. It's hard to believe that they even want adoption, as hard as they make it for people that want to have kids. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. Um, oh, thanks, Sheila. I think I'm going to end this now. You guys leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We talked about the McDonald's. We talked about, I feel like there's something else I wanted to talk about, y'all. I don't know, but I will be going live, and the next time I go live, I will be on camera later this week. I might open up the panel to these subjects. Also, vacation picks number 2 will probably be out this week, so y'all just be patient with your girl. And I'll see you guys soon with another video. Peace. Thank you. Remember to hit the like button on your way out, and y'all have a good night.